The Griffins are the definition of a dysfunctional family, and Meg and Chris usually take the brunt of the abuse. But what happens when the two family outcasts actually team up? Chris and Meg have shared some surprisingly wholesome and hilariously chaotic sibling bonding moments over the years, believe it or not.
But no, Peter, you can't have with the kids.
Well, I wish you told him that before he lost his memory.
These episodes prove that sibling solidarity can survive even the craziest situations. And that's exactly what we're breaking down today. Let's start the show. Needing cash badly enough to start crushing baked goods with your bare bottom sounds made up. But that's exactly Season 22, Episode 6, Boston Stewie, where Chris and Meg stumble into the strangest internet side hustle imaginable. Meg starts the episode whipping up a batch of cupcakes to celebrate.
What's with the cupcakes?
I'm celebrating. Oh, last night I had my period.
Only to come back and find them absolutely cheeked to death by Chris. A video of the stunt ends up online and somehow pulls in 20,000 likes, with the comments immediately suggesting Chris start a fans-only page.
Only likes matter. Likes rule all.
And wow, look at all these comments. People are saying I should get Chris a fans-only page.
A totally YouTube-safe site, of course, where amateurs post racy content for paying subscribers. Meg sees dollar signs instantly and appoints herself official manager, insisting on a business plan, seed capital, and an S-corp registered in Delaware before they even start filming. The two get to work producing the strangest content on the internet.
Welcome, fans-only subscribers. My dad fell in the shower, so we kinda need the money.
Leaning on a fake sob story about Peter slipping in the shower to drum up sympathy clicks. And somehow, the whole hustle earns them real money, fast. Chris turns into a local internet celebrity known as Mushboy15 almost overnight, recognized in public by fans who know exactly what he's willing to sit on.
I'm wondering if you could come over and sit on my wife's avocado?
Come on, man, I'm out with my family.
You Hollywood celebrities! Sheesh!
The pressure of constant fetish content starts cracking him open, though, and when Meg pushes him to squash a brownie with his knee, he finally snaps, reminding her he made it clear from day one that he doesn't do knee stuff, and quits on the spot.
Chris, you can't talk to people like that.
Oh, fine then, maybe I'll talk like this. Everyone, I quit!
Stress takes over fast once Chris is out of the business, and not knowing any other way to cope, he hits rock bottom, mashing ice cream chipwiches on a street corner for $20 a pop.
$20 if you mash a chipwich with your knee.
Let's see the chipwich.
That's when Meg shows up like a true supportive sister, stopping him from degrading himself without even a camera rolling.
This is all I'm good for, Meg. It's all people see me as.
That's not true, Chris. You have so much to offer.
And the two patch things up sitting together on the curb, sharing buttercream in a surprisingly quiet, wholesome moment. Subjecting yourself to the worst high school humiliation imaginable just to save your sister from a horrific accident sounds like an impossible choice. But that's exactly what Chris faces in Season 23. Episode 8, Hard Times at Adam West High. Chris starts the episode having the worst day of his life, forced to give an oral book report on Tom Sawyer in front of his entire English class at the exact wrong physical moment. Principal Shepard and the whole class roast him without mercy, and the humiliation runs deep enough that Chris wants to leave town and never come back.
Well, as much as I'd love to sit and hear more about my son's public wood show, me and the guys have a tea time.
A tea time, but it's dark out.
Brian decides to step in and fix things, borrowing Stewie's time machine to send Chris back and correct the mistake.
I don't know, Brian. Stewie said to stay away from the time machine.
Don't worry about Stewie.
Past Chris gets stashed in a supply closet to deal with his situation while future Chris steps in and nails the book report flawlessly, and the two head back to the present convinced everything's solved, right up until Meg walks in looking like the toxic Avenger.
Oh, sorry, little guy. Mom thinks it'll help the swelling from the burns if I put some of your diaper cream on my face.
It turns out the class laughing at Chris in the original timeline had distracted Meg just long enough to make her turn her head away from a massive chemistry lab explosion.
I feel horrible. We gotta fix this.
That's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, this is bad.
And without that distraction this time around, she never looks away and takes the full blast straight to the face, made worse by the fact that she wasn't wearing her safety goggles. Chris doesn't hesitate once he realizes his perfect reputation cost his sister her face, and in a genuine act of selfless brotherly love, he volunteers to go back again and humiliate himself on purpose. Also, Meg turns to laugh at the right moment and dodges the blast entirely. That's true sibling solidarity, no question about it.
Mom, have you seen Meg?
Yeah, she went to the store to pick up some ointment.
Uh-oh.
For her vagina.
Being on a fancy tropical vacation and realizing you can't afford a single souvenir in the gift shop has one obvious next step. Apparently, a brother-sister heist. Welcome to Season 23, Episode 13, The Fat Lotus. This episode parodies HBO's The White Lotus heavily, dropping the Griffins into a luxury tropical resort while the adults handle their own chaotic drama and side characters like Bruce and Dennis sort through their own resort relationship mess.
Oh, you know what? Let's have crazy vacation right here, right now.
I don't know, maybe later.
Meg and Chris, left completely to their own devices, wander into the resort's absurdly expensive boutique, and the moment they spot the price tags, buying anything legitimately is clearly off the table. Walking away isn't an option for these two, though.
Meg, look, it's that shirt. Oh God, I want it so bad.
And the family outcasts decide they deserve a piece of the luxury life, regardless. Chris plays the distraction, leaning hard into his loud, bizarre personality to confuse the snooty store clerks with the most ridiculous questions he can think of.
Let's go into a changing room, put the rum in your backpack. Meanwhile, I'll go into another changing room, put the shirt on, then casually walk out like I came in wearing it.
Which gives Meg exactly the window she needs to use her sleight of hand and start swiping high-end merchandise. The whole operation runs like a well-oiled machine, and once they're safely out of the store with the goods, the two share a genuinely sweet celebration. Working together instead of fighting makes them an unstoppable team, criminal activity aside, and somehow the whole thing still comes off as incredibly wholesome.
Caught shoplifting booze and a t-shirt? What were you guys thinking?
I'm sorry, Brian. I was just trying to keep up with Neil Goldman.
Being hated by your entire town badly enough to fight your way out of your own high school cafeteria is a new level of chaos, even for Quahog. Welcome to Season 16, Episode 6, The D in Apartment 23, where Meg and Chris deliver the ultimate sibling beatdown. Brian kicks off the chaos by posting a deeply insensitive tweet that goes viral for all the wrong reasons, getting himself canceled instantly.
Hey, are you at Dog Backwards from Twitter?
I am. Are you a fan?
You racist jerk! I hope you get foot and mouth disease!
The backlash doesn't stay contained to Brian, though. The whole town of Quahog turns on the Griffins, making the entire family public enemy number one.
What were you thinking writing that tweet?
What? It was just a joke.
Brian, it's not 2005. You can't just go online and say whatever you want.
That town-wide hatred bleeds straight into the high school, where Meg and Chris, just trying to eat lunch in peace, get cornered in the cafeteria by an angry sensitivity mob, announcing they're no longer welcome there because of what their dog posted.
There's no such thing as jokes anymore.
Yeah, we live in a post-joke world.
Chris, maybe we should just eat outside?
No, Meg, we're eating here.
Ironically, this mob cares deeply about hurtful words and not at all about brutal physical violence. Realizing they only have each other against the entire student body, Chris and Meg go back-to-back and tear through the school in a brawl that plays out like a direct parody of the church fight scene from Kingsman. Meg fights completely without mercy, even swinging a high heel as a weapon, and popular girl Connie DeMico should count herself lucky she called in sick that day, sparing her eyeball from a very specific fate.
Can you put on the Canucks game?
No, go away. This is getting out of control. We can't leave the house without getting harassed.
Brian eventually has to step up with a public apology and gets kicked out of the house to calm the mobs down. But while the rest of the family falls apart under the pressure, this brawl proves something simple. When the whole world turns against Chris and Meg, the two of them are completely unstoppable together.
Yeah, I messed up, but what about all the stupid things Peter's done? He's never been kicked out in his life.
My life is not the issue here.
Peter, calm down.